What is going on, everybody? All my patriots, how y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of Joel Davis Media Network. What if you find out that your child, your male child, is being targeted by the very person that you put your trust in to make sure that he's protected at all costs? What if I tell you that it's become a very, very, very serious epidemic that nobody wants to talk about? Don't you worry, because in the show tonight, we're going to talk about how these Thottie Jezebel female teachers is destroying our young men. With that being said, let's cue up the video, man, of the intro. Y'all know how we do. Let's do this. Good evening. This is your host again, Joel Davis Media Network. I am on vacation. Yeah, you can tell I got laundry in the background. I got boxes everywhere, still unpacking, trying to get this office done. But it's all gravy. I'm here with you guys. If you like tonight's show, please, y'all, do me a favor. Dig real deep in your pocket of generosity, man. Yeah, I'm on True Social as well. And Joel Davis Media Network, actually, please donate to the channel. And if you don't want to donate to YouTube, you can donate to my Cash App that's going across the screen. That's all you got to do. It doesn't, hey man, $5, dollar, $3, it doesn't matter, man. It all's going right back into this. That means spreading the truth. Now, with that being said, tonight we got a topic to talk about that's been pressing on my mind, and I think we need more YouTube streamers to talk about this, especially in the conservative field, because we keep saying that we want to protect these kids as much as possible, but it seems like to me we're failing in this one department, and that is these female teachers targeting these kids. I know you're probably asking me, Joel, what you mean that we're failing? Oh, we're failing. Believe me. When we go down memory lane tonight, we're going to talk about some of the most recent and heinous uh, crimes of female teachers being predators to young men that have still ongoing cases, and the ones that's been sentenced, and how the slap on the wrist is still strong, even in our conservative states. And we already know why. It's because they're women, right? You know, them being women, they can play the game of, oh my God, I didn't know. I'm going through so much right now. My mind's not the same and all this BS. But in reality, they're destroying our future young men. They're tearing down their ability to grow into their alpha males. All right, thank you, Bill. I appreciate you. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's story coming out of Milwaukee that got me very heated and said it's time to do a show like this. Now, if you want to see it in this whole entirety, I will share you the link down below, or I'll post the link, try it in the comments. But this story here, man, is very disturbing. Um, like I said before, it, it, it just tells you where we at in the times when it comes to teachers. So without further ado, let me go and get the volume up on this joint, and we're gonna cue it up and get it in.
Connect with Flex, one-stop shop for CTV advertising. Reach consumers across 89% of all U.S. households via Fox.
All right, I'm passing. I want to hear all that music in there. I want to get dinged.
Wawa tows a classroom to a jail cell. A former middle school teacher charged with sexually assaulting her 8th grade student.
Madeline O'Neill is here with what prosecutors say happened.
Yeah, and a criminal complaint filed today. Prosecutors say the then 33-year-old Taisha Bolden of Brown Deer started texting with her 13-year-old student. They say that progressed to a sexual relationship, a gun as a birthday present, and now serious charges.
I want y'all to let that sink in. I'm also live on Rumble. This child is 13 years of age. Okay? He's not 16. He's not 17. He's not 18. 13. Way under the age of 18. She has gotten his number, texting him, grooming him for this type of relationship. And what's sad is this is normal now. You got more adult women so influential on young males at that age, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got to remember, when a young boy is at that age, they don't know any better. They see a beautiful woman, hormones raging. All they know is they want to score in their mind because that's what their older friends are talking about. Older guys around them, older teens. And so in their mind, this is okay, all right, man, I made it. I got this hot, adult teacher wanting me. But in reality, it's disturbing because what can this 13-year-old do for you? Y'all can't go out to dinner. He can't hold a job. I mean, he can't do no adult things with you at all. Okay? In fact, to be real with you, if something was going down in the community of Milwaukee right now, guess what? He would have a fucking curfew. He would have to be in the house between 8 and 9 o'clock. Your behind would even have to be in the house at least by 12. So, do you get what I'm saying with this? This is stupid. This is dumb. You can't do any. Only thing you can do with this person is what? Get explicit. You could do that with a grown-ass man. You know how many grown men would be willing to do that with you? Yeah, and then that's another thing too, CeeLo. Remember that story we did with the grown teacher got pregnant for her young student, and now he is and his family are being responsible to pay child support because she kept the child and put child support papers on him, even though she was the predator. This is where we at, folks. This is why kids are going and being homeschooled. This is why parents, female parents, especially female women that are decent and got respect for themselves and their children, are pulling kids out of all types of schools because of this bullshit right here. Imagine that. Imagine your what's up, Bianca Zombie? Imagine your 13-year-old telling you, oh, mom, it's maybe 1 o'clock at night. Hey, who you talking to? You know what time it is? It's school night. You need to put that phone up and tell your little friend that you're talking to them tomorrow. In fact, your little friend parents should not even have them texting this late at night. And he turned to you and said, "Oh, mom, it's not my little friend, it's my teacher, Miss So and So, Miss So and So." It's crazy. It is crazy. Let's continue.
A now 14-year-old says he first met Taisha Bolden last October when she became his 8th grade teacher. That's according to court documents, alleging their relationship went beyond the Pilgrim Lutheran classroom. Investigators say between late May and late July, the two exchanged a whole lot of messages, more than 2,200. In those messages listed in the criminal complaint, Bolden acknowledges that the teen is a minor and that she feels guilty. But in one message, Bolden writes, quote, "I want to see you as often as possible, and the rest will just happen." This
Pause right there. That's what they do, man. This is what these predator ass teachers do. They say stuff just like that. I want you to hear what she just said. She said, "I feel guilty. I know you're underage, but I gotta see you every day." That's that manipulation. That's how these female teachers get these young boys' head all screwed up. This is how your children start acting out. What's going on, John? That bullshit right there. You got no business telling no 13-year-old that you want to see them. You got feelings for them. You are a whole grown woman. Look at it. This is a grown woman. You grown, curvy and all. Thank you, John. Curvy and all. You got, ma'am, you out of line. You out of line. You live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's talk about this. You know how many men is out there ready to go? You might even find you a DL dude that's on both sides of the fence to still give you love. You a grown woman. Grown woman. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, these women like this are either married or in a relationship with a grown man. It's always they either married or in a relationship with a grown man that's showing them support or doing things for them. And then when they get caught up, the first thing they love to say is, "I've been going through some things. I think I need help. I think I need help." Bullshit. You don't need help. You do not need help. You full of it. You don't need help. You sick. You sit there plotting. You 30-something years old. I could see if you maybe 22, 23, maybe. And I could see if you was around high school, 16, 17, maybe. But you 34 years old, lady. Telling you, man, this is why our kids going through what they're going through. You can't make this shit up.
This picture of Bolden is included in the criminal complaint against her. A selfie prosecutors say she sent the teen. Prosecutors say Bolden also sent photos we wouldn't be able to show you. The victim.
Yeah, they always sending you photos you can't show on TV because they nasty. That's how they get these young boys caught up in mind fool. You sending him nudes like he a grown man. And you know what's so sick about this? And we're gonna get to the point about this. Why y'all in the chat? We're gonna talk about this tonight. We're gonna get it in. Hold on for a second. We're gonna do a poll right quick while we are in the chat because this situation is crazy. And we got to address this as real as possible. Because y'all know I love y'all. Y'all my people. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm about to do this poll right quick. All right, y'all hit that like button. For real. I hit the like button. We about to go in on this joint. We about to do this poll right quick. All right. Hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm finna put a question right here in the chat. All right. Now let me ask y'all. I'm sorry. I had to edit the question. Okay. So I got the poll up. I need y'all to participate in this. Tell me what y'all think. I need y'all to talk about this within the chat. What y'all think about this? Because this is real talk. I want to see if y'all head is in the same space my head is in because of this. If you are on Rumble, you can follow me on my YouTube channel, Joel Davis Media Network, and answer the poll question that I just asked them. Because I know we don't have any polls capability in the in Rumble. But I really do want to get y'all insight on this because I really think that's what's really going on here. So with that being said, let's continue with the rest of this with this story.
Told a Brown Deer police detective that Bolden sent him nude photos in early 2023. He was 13 at the time. In June, right before school was out, the teen says Bolden picked him up and they had sex in a Brown Deer park. In late June for his 14th birthday, the victim says Bolden bought him a gun, something prosecutors say they were able to trace and confirm. The boy told investigators the relationship with the teacher ended in late July when Bolden refused to buy him another gun. The story continues for Bolden. If convicted of both felony charges, she faces more than 40 years in prison. Pilgrim Lutheran is part of Lumen Schools. Their president and CEO says in a statement that when leadership got information about this, they told police and fired the teacher. Ben and Ashley.
They said she could get 40 years in prison. Problem is, she's a Sun woman, okay, taught in a private school. They gonna hurry up as soon as they think this case is downplayed, cut her a sweetheart deal. She may do 5 years in prison and probably do the rest on parole. Yeah, that shit's true. It's freaking true. We see it all the time. These female teachers never get held accountable. But if it's a male teacher, you already know what it is. Bond denied. He's going to be blackballed from the whole state. He's going to be well known all through the U.S. for what he's got going on. Then they turn around. This is on Wisconsin. Turn around. He's going to be name dragged through the mud. The only deal he going to get, he going to have to do 10 to 15 years in prison, and he's got to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. CeeLo said, Joel, that's a felony on strawman purchase and selling a firearm to a minor. She needs to be in jail. No wonder he ended it after she wouldn't buy him another gun. Yeah. But the thing about it is, CeeLo, she's not gonna get that much time. They never do. Them women never get that much time. Never, ever, ever. And they turn around. Look at that one woman we did a report on. She lost her job. Already was told she couldn't deal with the kid no more. With no more underage kids. Already was on probation. And what she did, turned around and met up with the same underage boy that she was messing with before. In North Carolina. And guess what? She's still out on bond. They gave her another bond. And she did that while she was on bond. Because like I said, America feels sorry for female predators. They do. Because once they start talking about they being abused or they got a mental health problem, any of that bullshit, they fall for a hook, line, and sinker. But if a man says that and did that to kids, they never fall for it. You know what they're doing. They nail their ass against the wall, and that's it. Unless he's part of the alphabet soup group. Then there's a different strategy for him. Therapy and, lots of love and all this bullshit. We're about to look at some statistics tonight. All right, so we heard about this story. Heard about her doing that, Taisha Bolden. Let's look at another one. Because this is all this year. We've been seeing. All this year. I'll share this one. Now, this is an article I'm about to share. If I can find the actual video of it, I will. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I think I found one. Hold on. Let me get back to y'all. All right, here we go. Everything acting crazy tonight. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna take this one off. Okay. All right, here we go. This is back in May of 2023. Okay. And I think I reported on this back in May too. But we're gonna do a refresher because we gotta break this shit down. All right, let's go.
Forward accusing a Franklin High School teacher of trying to have a sexual relationship with her. Pavars Patham-Hornvivat is accused of starting 2 relationships with students. According to court documents, the 15-year-old talked to high school staff after his arrest, saying he hugged and kissed her multiple times. Investigators say she also showed staff thousands of texts from the teacher, some being explicit. Last week, the teacher pleaded not guilty. Seattle Public Schools say he is on leave and has been placed on leave.
Now, he probably got strict laws or whatever. I think this is the one we talked about where he can't do this, that, and the third. But we're going to talk about the one right here where in May as well, there were 6 female teachers arrested in 2 days. And then there was a Kentucky staffer, which probably was a teacher aide, had a threesome with 2 16-year-old boys. You can't make this up. My man said, CeeLo said, Joel, it's not hard to see how much damage liberal glacial glider women have done to this nation. Yeah, you ain't lying. A lot of them. Because they fool. Ellen Shell, 38 of Danville. Now, this one is out of Garrett County. On Thursday, after prosecutor said she has seen with teens of 2 separate occasions in July and August of last year. So let's see if we can find Ellen Shell. She was a teacher aide at Woodlawn Elementary School and was employed at Lancaster Elementary School. So let's see where this is at. Ellen Shell. We're going to do a video on her right quick. We're going to find Ellen Shell video so y'all can see how fool this woman was. And I think this is the one that we talked about supposed to be a mom. So let's go up here. We're going to copy this. All right. I'm going to paste it right here. I'm drop the link to this video right quick. Also, I'm going to drop the link in the chat so y'all can follow along if you want to look at it later on. So you can see the devastation of these women and what they're doing. And all my moderators, if you want to copy that chat and that link and paste it and post it or pin it, you can as we go along. Because this right here is sick, bro. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. All right, hold on for 1 second. Let me pause this right quick. All right, we finna jump on to it. And this is this came in surface in May. And she did that last year in August. Being a thought. Let's talk about it. Let's cue it up.
A Danville woman is behind bars tonight, charged with 3 counts of rape involving children. Danielle Miskell joins us now in studio with more. Danielle.
Yes, Amani, as you can imagine, a community is shaken by this disturbing secret that has just surfaced. The accused is Ellen Shell, an employee of Woodlawn Elementary School. And I learned that the parent of one of the alleged victims graduated high school with Shell, and their kids grew up together. So naturally, this parent trusted her. This parent has also confirmed that on the arrest warrant that you're about to see, one of the victims listed is her son.
I want you to listen to what she just said. Ellen Shell grew up with the victim's parent, okay? Went to school together, all that good stuff. Trusted this individual. And at the end of the day, she was plotting on how she could get her behind all on her child. You can't make this up, man. That's what we're dealing with right now. That is what we're dealing with in this country. Imagine that. Someone you trust with your child, a friend of the family. That means they did barbecues together. They may have even vacation together. This person knows your intimate procedures with your children. And the whole time they just sitting there like a wolf in sheep clothing, plotting to destroy everything you done put work in. See, this is how people go off the deep end. This shit right here. Let's continue, guys.
This parent wishes to remain anonymous because she says her son is having such a hard time with this becoming public. But here's what she told us. In August of last year, she says Shell raped her son when he had just turned 16 years old. The parent says these boys are not aware of the laws that protect them and would not come forward because they thought they would be in trouble. The parent goes on to give one more disturbing detail, that Shell brought her son alcohol at the time of the incident, and quote, he said she brought them alcohol 3 to 4 times.
I want y'all to hear what they just said. This is how these teachers get these young boys too in grooming, especially the ones that's 15, 16, but really 14, 15, 16, and 17. They know that young folks like alcohol and weed. They do. A lot of young folks like that. So what they do is they entice them with, I'll buy that for you, baby. I care for you. I don't judge you. All that stuff. And what happens is these kids feel like, all right, she loves me. She cares about me. She want to be with me. But in reality, she don't want to be with you. She's just using you for her own personal gain. And this caused a lot of young people to get caught up in some bull in their life. Because this woman here don't mean this child no good at all. This woman do not care anything for that kid. All she wanted to do was get her rocks off so she can laugh about it. That's all she did, man. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. And what is disturbing is that these kids are innocent, man. They really are. They are very innocent. They don't know any better, man. I mean, you got to think about this, man. You're dealing with a very fragile young person. When you're dealing with 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, their mind is not developed yet. They can't read the signs. In their mind, they're thinking, so-and-so likes me or treating me like a man or a woman. They don't know they're being groomed. They don't. That's why you got to tell your kids and keep it 3,000 with them. Yo, everybody that comes in your face and talking about they care for you that's an adult don't care for you. That's facts. And right now, this child is damaged. The young boy is damaged. People think because the young boys are, young like this, they can't be damaged. Bullshit. Yes, they can. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a crime, Iron. It's a very bad crime. Yeah, exactly. Real man can't be controlled. That's what they do. They can't manipulate the real man. The real man knows them through and through. They know the game, and not to mention too, you can't control that real man through sexual advances all the time. Because if you're dealing with an alpha male, you can't control them through sex with so much anyway. And they're gonna be like, yo, man, that's all you got? I can get that anywhere. I mean, this is sad, man. Let's continue.
This mother has known Shell since high school. She says in a Facebook message to me, I can't wrap my mind around the extent of what she's done. According to this arrest warrant, Shell was arrested Wednesday by the Garrett County Sheriff's Office after 2 minors came forward claiming she raped them last summer. The record says the rapes happened between July and August of 2022 in 2 different locations in Garrett County.
This is in Kentucky. Kentucky, y'all. At that, I think Kentucky is a conservative state mostly, but still, man, this happened in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a whole teacher. Like, look at how she looked, man. She looked like a soccer mom. Like, you know what they say? Soccer moms always the freakiest ones, ain't it? Those are always the freakiest ones doing some stupid shit. I guarantee you she married too. I guarantee you, usually the ones that act like this always married. Husband don't know nothing. She got all these people over. Oh, I'm just making sure the kids are safe for the week, for the summer. They don't be in no trouble, you know? And the husband, oh yeah, I think she's got one child. So the husband probably like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then sometimes they use their own child as a cover to get. We had one story reported the mother was having her daughter help her hook up with these high school boys. She had her daughter being like her best BFF, hooking up with dudes in high school while she grown as hell. Who does that, man? And she 38. A soaking big old 30 with me, bro. You grown, lady. How in the hell can you tell me that you know that you know you in love, or this you know that this person can make their own decision? Shit, you got kids at freaking on 16, 17, 3 shirts on the pop top box just to cook that motherfucker. Yeah, it's true. And I'm back, guys. I don't know what in the world happened. Hold on. I don't know what happened with that. That was crazy. Had a technical difficulty moment. We back. We had a technical difficulty moment. We back now. We back. We back to normal. Yeah. Let me see right here. This is why adults need to keep their hands off. Okay. It said This is why adults need to keep their hands off of young people. Kids need to grow up normally so they don't have relationship problems when they become adults. Exactly, I agree. You need to leave them the hell alone. Just stick with what you used to. Growing up is like climbing a ladder, missing a few rooms, and later you're not going to know what to do on a problem. Exactly. But these teachers ain't doing that. My man Ian said this is why violators should be either castrated or injected to meet their maker. I agree. You know, it's in these some of these countries they do that. They don't allow this foolishness. You get canceled. They do not allow this foolishness. You hurt a kid, you get canceled. Benito, done. Cooked like a goose.
Complaint reads, the defendant engaged in sexual intercourse on 3 occasions with 2 minors being age 16 at the time of the sexual encounters. At the time of the events, the defendant was 38 years old. The Boyle County School District released this statement saying it was notified of the unlawful behavior of a Woodlawn Elementary classified employee and took swift action, placing Shell on administrative leave.
Ellen Shell is now booked at the Jessamine County Detention Center, and her next hearing will be this Monday at 9 a.m. with the Garrett County District Courts. I'm Danielle Miskell. Imani, back to you.
I got one problem with these freaking what I'm gonna say. I got one problem with how they do that. They always say they're gonna put them on administrative leave. I think that you need to do more than just do that. You need to take these folks and you need to fire them. I don't care about if they say, well, innocent to proven guilty. Bullshit. If you got that going on, if you found out that you proven right, we rehire you. But right now you getting fired until further notice. I mean, that's what it should be. Regular Dugala said this is a very, very in our community. A lot of young boys are introduced to sex by auntie friends, mama friends, babysitters. The violation of black boys is higher than the girls, to be honest. It is. I mean, you're right, regular Dugala. It is prevalent in the black community. In fact, it's so prevalent. You saw what Lil Wayne talked about what happened to him with his babysitter. We talk as black men even from our black mothers, a lot of us, that's a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor having a woman that's an adult interested in you when you at 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 years old. No, it's not. That's twisted. But it took us as as some of us that escaped Blackistan to understand that it is. It's disturbing. Back in the day, we thought it was cute. We thought it was real cute. Yeah. Yeah, regular guy, you're right. Women have never been held accountable. I mean, it's been going on, especially in the community for years. Man, you know how many years you listen to some of them singers that you listen to. There's a lot of singers that I can't recall any right now, but you look in their background, male singers back in the day that sung like Marvin Gaye and all of them in the 50s and 60s. They will tell you their childhood was filled with this. They got taken advantage of by older women. I think I was looking at one that research said the older woman started with him at the age of 9 years old. 9. And she's never been held accountable. Never will. Because even back then, it was considered a badge of honor. Or you even had some in the community laugh at a young boy that got taken like that by a grown woman at 10 and 11 years old. Had guys cheering him on. Yeah, boy. It just puts some hair on your chest. And it's nasty. It's sad. It's disgusting. No, it's not. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, people just don't understand, man. This is a very tough situation for a child. It really is. Very tough situation. I wouldn't want to put this on my worst enemy, man. And people running around here think this shit's cute. And we had another one. We about to pull this one up. She was an actual teacher in Arkansas. We didn't do nothing on this story. I remember we didn't because it was so many that came out in May. But we were doing a recap because this needs to be talked about because it's an issue. It really is. It's a disturbing issue because we got a lot of young men and women right now, a lot of young men that are really going through this. And that's facts. All right. All right, let's do this. Hold on for a second. All right, so let me pull this one up here right quick, y'all. All right, let's see what they're saying now. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the news story first. All right, y'all bear with me. I got to get all this queued up. We're gonna talk about the first report, and then we're gonna talk about the update on this case. All right. Hold on for 1 second. All right, so hold on. Okay. All right, so I got that pause. That pause. Okay. All right. So let's show this. Let's jump into this. Let's see if they got the video. They had the video earlier showing.
Last week, Bryant High School teacher Heather Hare was fired when talk of sexual misconduct with a student hit the internet. The 32-year-old arrested this morning, now facing the charge of first-degree sexual assault. She has since been released from the Saline County Jail on a $15,000 bond.
Ashley Crockett joins us in studio tonight after speaking with people in the Bryant community. Ashley, what did they have to say?
Yeah, Laura, like you said, the story went viral last week, sending social media into a frenzy after allegations of sexual misconduct by the now former teacher surfaced. Bryant police immediately launched an investigation.
Rumors that set social media on fire last week. A Bryant teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a student led to her being fired and left the community in shock. This morning, 32-year-old Heather Hare was arrested and now faces a charge of sexual assault. Some people we spoke with are concerned.
I'm saddened by it, actually. I think an adult and you're teaching our children that you would take your platform to misuse and abuse someone else's child.
Yeah, I saw that right. This is also in Arkansas, man. It's in Arkansas. Arkansas. Think about it. Now, this lady was so popular. I mean, I ain't even lying about this, dog. This lady was so popular that she was on Good Morning America. On Good Morning America. She was on Good Morning America. She was like the face of the school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bragged about her. She all smiles and everything else. You know, everybody loved her. But at the end of the day, she had that side to her nobody knew about. She was a predator. She was a predator. It happens every damn time. In fact, I'm gonna put that link in here so y'all can see for yourself that link of where you can find this info at. Where old girl being like this. So y'all got that on, you know what I'm saying, in the chats. The moderators can put it there so they can see it. I'm also going to put it on Rumble side so they can see it too. Imagine that, man. This is your teacher. This is the teacher that I'm talking about right now. And that's sad. That is sad. Everybody loved her. That's what they love saying. Everybody loved her. Yeah. Everybody loved her. Love her so much that this is what you get. She out here fucking the game up.
It's not fair to the community. It's unfair to the parent and to the child.
I just heard it from a lot of friends and social media, and I think it's pretty crazy. I wouldn't expect that to happen around here.
Halmez says something has to be done to prevent these types of situations from happening to other students.
Something has to be done because it's going on all over. I'm from another state. I just moved here, but it's happening all over.
Hare was booked into the Saline County Jail and centered this Friday morning. She has since been released from the Saline County Jail on a $15,000 bond.
Crazy. Now let's get the update. What happened to Heather now? We're about to go on the update, baby. Via TikTok. Again, it's fair use, fair use. This is the only place where you're going to get real freaking news, baby. Like, you're not going to get it from nobody else, man. Like, I'm going to give it to you raw, whether you like it or not.
This is an update about Heather Hare, the former Bryant High School teacher. Heather Hare was first arrested in April 2023 and charged with first-degree SA. That charge was pertaining to an inappropriate relationship that Ms. Hare had with a student. In July, Heather Hare was arrested again and booked into the Saline County Detention Center and charged with an additional count of first-degree SA involving an inappropriate relationship with a second student that had came forward. If you saw the video that I made yesterday, Heather Hare was arrested again yesterday. This time she was arrested by the FBI and booked into the Pulaski County Detention Center. It did not have charge information yesterday, but I have seen the indictment this morning, and Heather Hare has been charged with violating the Mann Act. According to the indictment, the U.S. government alleges that between April 21st and April 24th, 2022, Heather Hare violated the Mann Act by transporting a minor for inappropriate purposes on a trip to Washington, D.C. Now, this is just my opinion, and it's actually what I thought from the time that I heard that she had been arrested by the FBI. But because her charge pertains to a trip to Washington, D.C., I, in my opinion, believe that it probably is associated with a school trip that she took a student on, a student that she was having a relationship with at that time. Of course, I could be wrong, so don't come after me in the comments. I will update as more information becomes available in this case.
All right, so let's talk about why they talk about the Mann Act. So, with the Mann Act, with this woman here, anytime that you do something intimate, or do something, a violation with a underage person, and you are traveling outside of the jurisdiction of the state that you in, and you going through another state or multiple states, now the FBI will get involved. Now, this is what's cool about this case now, because the feds involved, the alphabet soup boys, she gonna do some time. Ain't gonna be no, we gonna give you a slap on the wrist, because the feds don't play with that type of stuff, because that's considered to be like trafficking. Okay, especially underage trafficking. So she may get some time. She may actually do about 10 years in prison. May. We have to keep our fingers crossed. See, the state may forgive us, say, oh no, we're not going to pursue. And the state may, because they may just leave it all in the feds' hand. Because once the feds got that charge there, ain't nothing, bruh, ain't nothing she can do. She done for, bruh. Let's see how much time you can get for the Mann Act and the feds. Let's look this up right quick. Just like I just said. Just like I just said. Up to 6 years in prison. She could get up to 6 years in prison. Well, actually now, they may do it on that. Yeah, it's federal. So she not less than 10 years if the victim is 14 years old or older and the offender is less than 18 years old. Either way, she about to do some time. She about to do some time. You know you can't violate the Mann Act. So she could get 10 years. That's max. So she gonna do some time. About time somebody get held accountable. So she gonna get held accountable. So shout out to the person that did this. The TikToker that did this is a case for AR. I guess this woman basically do cases for Arkansas and abductions and stuff like that. I'm glad that this lady, or whoever this person is, this lady does. She says she does AR Arkansas crime unsolved and missing. So thank God for her. Glad she did that. Glad she did this case. So we'll know. I'll keep an eye on this and see what's going on with this chick. But yeah, she got arrested again. But you know, there's more to this joint. There's more people, more teachers.
This is an update.
That fucked up. So you know we going in tonight. We exposing them all. Sad but true. And this was just in May. This is one where everybody, I think every woman in America in May that was being messed up with these children, with these underage kids, got caught up. They really did. They got caught up big time. Because they was just being reckless. Let's see what this one is. All right. This is a substitute teacher. I'm gonna go ahead on here. Copy link address. Let me cue this one up. Again, fair use, fair use, fair use. We're finna share this on the screen here. Y'all, I'm gonna try to cover the debates tomorrow, so please check in. I know ABL will be too, so just check in with both of us if you got to go back and forth. But let's jump into this one, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. It's time to drive to win, only at Lucky Star Casino.
Guys, that's right. Court documents say that teacher worked here at Wellston Public Schools, and the relationship happened inside a school building. They used Snapchat to communicate.
The affidavit and the warrant was, issued yesterday.
Oh,
I got something to say about Snapchat to all you predators out there. You cannot use Snapchat again. I'm going to say it again. Do not use Snapchat to do your bidding anymore, because Snapchat is giving the popo and the FBI and the Alphabet Boys access to all your material that you delete. So if you think that you safe with Snapchat, you're not. Don't be trying to go up there and use what's that other one? People use Kick. That ain't gonna help you either. They also working with the popos. Can't use Apple. All these messages and messaging apps that y'all been using in the past, you sick bastards that go against these kids. These companies are not trying to participate in your bull. They are telling the people what you're doing. So if I was you, leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. Quit messing with these kids.
FBI telling us today, substitute teacher Emma Delaney Hancock facing charges for sexual contact with a minor male student and communicating with him on the social media app Snapchat.
I want y'all to hear what they just said in that session. Right there in them words. She was sending nudes to a 15-year-old. And she married now. She married. Think about that joint. Think about that. Imagine her husband. You know how embarrassed I'd be if I'm married to a woman sending news to a 15-year-old, bro, I can't whoop his ass. He don't know no better. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I mean, I'm just saying, you cannot get mad at that kid. How? How can you get mad at him when your old lady out here giving him the goods? She is the aggressor. Listen, guys, I know a lot of these women love to play this picture that, oh, he pursued me. No bullshit. These women pursue these young boys because they know they peep game. They know these boys is easy. They know these boys got a weak spot for them, and they pursue. And when they do get caught up, they try to play like they the victim. You ain't no victim. God, I tell you, man, y'all ain't gonna be. I'm telling you.
Hancock was a substitute teacher at Wellston, according to the affidavit, and a juvenile. They started doing some text messaging on Snapchat in October timeframe. The text messages ended up being, lewd in their nature, and it progressed.
Court documents say the 26-year-old substitute started messaging the student during the fall semester last year when she was a substitute for one of his classes. The documents also detail their relationship became physical during the first week of November.
It's lewd or indecent proposals or acts to a child under 16, obscene or indecent writings, pictures, etc.
The same court documents show another student was aware of what was going on between Hancock and the 15-year-old student and asked Hancock if it was true. She admitted it was. The documents also say several other students were aware of their communication on Snapchat. Wellston Public Schools gave us this statement today.
This is what killed me. They tell these other kids what they're doing. They act like high schoolers themselves. That's what's scary. CeeLo says on this one, Joel, I'm sorry to sound misogynistic, but this is what happens when women get too much freedom. They don't do this in Muslim nations. You know why they don't do this in Muslim nations on CeeLo? Because in Muslim nations, they go ham. Look at India and see how they handle people that violate kids. That's why these women don't do that. Or these men. Because they know what get to them. Look at that public lashing that young man guy that was 18 that violated all those kids in his care while he was supposed to be at the synagogue or whatever that temple he was working at. Man, they gave that boy 40 lashes, man. I thought that boy's body was going to shake with every lash. They don't care. They don't play that over there. You're not going to disrespect children, and you're not going to interpret their laws. That's just how it is. U.S. ain't going to do nothing like that. Because first they'll be like, oh my God, that's cruel and unusual punishment. But we up here giving people antidotes and putting them to sleep for them. So why not? We done brought back the firing squad. Might as well bring back the gas chamber. Might as well be like these other states, these other countries. Maybe to stop this foolishness. But I got an idea for these women that doing this shit, but I'm not finished yet. Let's finish this story and I'll tell you what my idea is.
Saying, quote, once the district became aware of the allegations, the substitute was immediately removed from our call list and not allowed back on campus. In addition, the district immediately notified local, county, and state law enforcement officials. The district cooperated when asked through OSBI's investigation. We reached out to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office for comment, but did not get a reply. It's not yet clear if Hancock has been taken into custody.
The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office was going to facilitate her being taken into custody, or if she's going to turn herself in.
And OSBI told me they'll turn over the investigation to the Lincoln County DA's office. From Wellston tonight, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News.
All right, you saw and heard that, man. Listen, you know how y'all can stop this with these teachers doing this, these female teachers? It's an easy fix. The ones that got kids and married and stuff, and they want to be loose like a goose like this and be nasty and crazy. First and foremost, We need to start making it a federal offense to touch our kids. And no more 10 years. Make it a mandatory offense. Make it 15 years out the gate for the first count. That'll stop that for one. Number two, if you get convicted for the count of this, when you do get out of prison, you cannot be around minors without supervision. And you cannot have any custody of your children, grandchildren, or anything without supervision. Number three, you will register as a sex offender for the rest of your freaking life. That's how you would stop this mess. Because guess what? They wouldn't know what to do seeing that. That's what we need. If they did that, these female teachers would stop preying on these kids because they'd be scared to. Because you think about 15 years hard labor, federal prison time, and you got to give up your rights to be around any kids, and you got to register as a sex offender, that'll stop all that. And oh yeah, you got to be put on probation additional 5 years. Yeah, let's put that in there too. That'll stop all that. That'll stop all of that. So when they get loose, it'll stop it. Give them the same treatment and punishment that you would give a male teacher. This will stop it. Think about 15 years per count. And then if you go and you send a nude or whatever to that kid, add an additional 10. Every picture, 10. 10 year per count. Every time you touch him, you had a liaison. That's additional 10 years. That'll stop all this mess. Because now they're looking at a gang of time. And it's federal. DNA got to be involved, all that mess. It'll stop all this. It really would. I guarantee you, they did something like that. I guarantee you, you will see a tremendous drop of female teachers trying to prey on young men in the classroom. They're petrified because they know as soon as they do it, they lose everything. They losing freedoms, all that stuff. And they can't contact you. Even if they become an adult, you become an adult. No more contact. No more. You contact them, you'll be considered violation of your parole. And even after you out of your parole, you contact them again, you get another additional 2 years in prison. This will stop all this. I'm guarantee you. You keep throwing that word prison in their face, it'll stop all this mess. It'll stop all of it. That's why people are homeschooling their kids right now. Stop all of this. These new age women, they think this is cute. Let me, I'm so sorry. They love to scream and cry and say they're sorry. No, you're not sorry. Look at this chick. Look at that one chick I told you about in North Carolina. She got free on bond and messed still with more of these young boys and throwing parties. You know why? Because she knows she'll get away with it. Why wouldn't she? Who's going to stop her? Who's going to tell her she can't do that? They're going to tell her, ma'am, you get some counseling and you back at it again. Boy, I tell you, man. Whew. These teachers, man. These teachers right here. They own one, bro. They own one. They own one. They are on one. But the issue is, how do we get here with these? How do we get here? Because 9 times out of 10, we get here because, again, it goes back to accountability. The first person that started this was Leonardo, the lady that passed away, that had the I gotta get one, man. That had the young man back in the day. She was started with this young boy, Mary Leonardo, I think. I might have misspelled it, but I know her name was Mary, the teacher. She was messing with the Spanish kid, with the Filipino kid. Started at 13 and just destroyed his family, his whole life. Even she went to jail, but said she was in love with him and had kids with him and all that. That's where it started. That's what started this mess. Because these type of people started making it comfortable. They started making it comfortable for women like her to do that. And then there was the hot model teacher. I remember this story. This was back when, oh my God, I was real young. I was back in 2003, 2004. I got to look this up. She was a model. She was like a calendar model on part-time, just got married. Husband was a mechanic, and she started having a affair with an 8th grader and brought him a cell phone. So he could talk to her at any time of the night. This was crazy too. This was like the first one where people were like, wait a minute. She was 24 years old. Cat Tree Fun. Thank you. Thank you, Atomic. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate the donation. She was the first one to be with an 8th grader openly like that. She got so bold being with the 8th grader that her behind went out here and was taking him to Walmart with her. She was literally picking him up in his neighborhood. He could be skateboarding, whatever. Hey, baby. Pick him up and take him to Walmart with her, holding her hand. Think about that, guys. Think about seeing a grown woman, 24 years of age, out here holding a young man's hand. Okay? Imagine that. You see this little boy that's like, look like he can barely drive, ain't even ready to drive yet. Got a blonde chick, grown, curvy, high heels on, looking like something yummy out of a magazine and walking down the aisle of Walmart. Excuse me, ma'am. Is that like your nephew? Is that like your little brother? That's your what? I need to see his ID. Oh, you're 24. No, I need to see his ID. I don't care if you say he's 18. I need to see his ID. He don't have an ID. Wonder why. Oh, that's why. He's only 13. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what we had going on, man. It's been going on for a while. We got another one, man. We knocking them out tonight. I'm exposing all these bras. Cause this need to be done, man. This needs to be done. This should tell you something. What type of world we living in? All right, we about to cue this up. Kristen Gant, this lady here, she did this over social media. You can't make this shit up. This in Iowa. I'm sorry, Iowa. It had to be you. Get it. We're gonna let this ad go by. Cause I don't like hearing them ads, man. I hate that shit. I like y'all hate them ads.
Developing story. A former Dowling, turning to news headlines now. This is a still developing story. A former Dowling teacher is now behind bars for allegedly having a sexual relationship with a student.
Kristen Gant turned herself into West Des Moines police this morning. It all follows a nearly month-long investigation. A search.
You see how fool they be looking when they get arrested? You see how fool they look when they get arrested. They look like they have no idea why they're here. You know what the hell you here? You messing with kids. Don't be acting brand new now. Don't be acting shy now. You know what you did. And I don't know why they think these kids ain't gonna get caught. They ain't gonna get caught talking to these kids. These kids got parents, man. If you listen, if these kids got parents that I had growing up, my parents were helicopter parents in a heartbeat. You start acting brand new in this motherfucker, they gonna tell you straight up, yo, dog. Nah, we're not doing that. Nah, we're not keeping secrets in this house. You gonna tell me what's up. I'm just telling you, my mom didn't play that shit. You was not gonna keep no secret in no house. And it's affecting your ability to act normal. She gonna get down to it. She like an investigator. She can go through your phone. She can go through your drawer. She can go through your notebook. She gonna through your book bag. She gonna find it now. And when she do it, it's messed up. Oh Lord, she gonna correct that shit. That's what we need. We need parents like that. But see, now we don't hardly have parents like that, really, because everybody is being taught, give your child space. Don't be a helicopter parent. I mean, I'm being honest, man. It's crazy.
Morning shows the former English teacher and a 17-year-old student were in contact by emails and on social media. That was back in late 2022. Then in February of March of this year, the criminal complaint says Gant admitted to having a physical relationship with a student on school property. She's now charged with sexual exploitation by a school employee and sexual contact by a school employee. She is currently being held in the Polk County Jail.
That's another red flag. And another thing you need to understand, a lot of these teachers do this nasty stuff at the schoolhouse, in their classroom. I done heard so many. Oh, John, thank you, buddy. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. I appreciate you, man. Welcome. They do it every time. They do it every freaking time. In fact, let's give John a round of applause for being part of the membership, man. Let's do it the right way. Yeah, man. For real. I mean, I'm just being 100 about this, man. I really am. Because at the end of the day, that's the red flag. That's what they do. they had a person recently, a victim, really talked about how they were coerced to be going into the closet during after school, after the class was out, and after hours. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, 007 for gifting. Man, just give it up for 007, man. She always doing stuff for everybody, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for gifting the membership. One the team, baby. I mean, I'm just telling you, man, this shit right here is nuts. And you can't make this up. We're seeing this all the time. Woo! I'll tell you, I get triggered, man. I get triggered when it comes to kids, boy.
Dowling Catholic High School President Dr. Dan Ryan released a statement to parents. It reads in part, "We received information by anonymous email that contained an allegation of an inappropriate relationship between a teacher and a student. We immediately placed the teacher on administrative leave and began an internal review in accordance with the Iowa Department of Education Level 1 protocol." He goes on to say Gant will not return to the school.
And you know what made me so mad? A lot of these teachers that do that, they wind up giving them teachers leave with pay. And I'll be like, why are you paying these fools? Like, look what they did to the kid. Don't pay them. Why are we paying them? Why is my tax dollars paying for this nasty bastard? No. Or this nasty ass woman? No, I don't know. No. It should be you are fired. No administration. If you want to put them on administrative leave, it should be leave without pay. Automatically. You ain't getting no pay, nothing until we figure this out. In fact, we did figure it out. You're guilty. Get on. Go somewhere. Big rocks make little rocks. And we had another one. This in Oklahoma. A learning disability teacher. Now, I don't know if the teacher, the student she was with had learning disability, but I do know that she was teaching kids with learning disabilities. Now, when I say learning disabilities, we're talking about kids who have a hard time, doing certain things because of their condition, mental or physical. So that's why they say that. So we about to get in that ass on this one. And some of these teachers are nice looking too, y'all. I want y'all to understand that. Some of these teachers are nice looking. So that will let you know that predator comes in all different types of forms. Just keeping it 100. It ain't like it used to be where the teacher looked crazy and the kids like, oh my God, she's ugly. No, it ain't even nothing like that no more. These teachers are showing up that's doing this look like me and you, well, nice looking people, look like they are, $10 from 007. Girl, thank you very much, man. Cat Tree Fun. I appreciate you, sweetie. I appreciate it. We got to give you a round of applause, man. Thank you, 007. I appreciate you, baby. God is good. All the time, man. All right, let's jump into this one.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide.
Whatever you're dealing with, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
A Fairfax County teacher is under arrest accused of having an inappropriate relationship with one of her students. Police say that a James Madison High School student told the administration about this relationship just 2 days ago. 7 News' Alina Shirazi brings us the very latest.
We dug into that teacher's background and found a few things about her past and her teaching history. This teacher from James Madison High School was arrested Thursday for allegedly having a sexual relationship with a student. The Fairfax County Police Department tells us 33-year-old Allie Karodmand is a learning disabilities teacher at the school. A student apparently revealed having an inappropriate relationship with her. Then law enforcement was notified. A day later, she was arrested and charged with 4 counts of indecent liberties. Right now, she's being held without bond. We found.
I want y'all to know something. In some of these states, when they arrest these teachers immediately, they done collected evidence. They done went through cell phone records. They done went through social media messages. They done went through it all. So when the woman busts out and say, "Oh, this is not true, I didn't," when they do interrogate her, they just show her right quick, like, well, we got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, some cases 5,000 or 6,000 messages between you and so talking about doing this and doing that, and it's a wrap. And now she has no bond. Now this one is out of this out of Virginia. So Virginia's a little tough, even though it is woke on certain things. I know it's tough on laws about children being violated, and they didn't give her a bond. So yeah, it ain't looking good for her. But then she may get a plea deal. You know how they do, do a plea deal so she can be able to live a normal life, as they like to put it.
Found Karodmand's resume online. She says she's been teaching at Fairfax County Public Schools since 2013 in grades ranging from 1st through 6th. In 2012, she was a substitute teacher. The superintendent of Fairfax County Public Schools and the principal of Madison High sent out this letter to families about the arrest, saying in part, "We need to inform you that Fairfax County Police have announced that a teacher at Madison High School has been arrested and charged with 4 counts of indecent liberties by a custodian of a student. The employee has been placed on administrative leave. In Madison and across FCPS, our primary responsibility is the safety and security of everyone who enters our doors. This is something we take very seriously. As educators, we are entrusted with the well-being of the children in our care every day. It deeply affects us when someone appears to have broken that trust." 7 News also looked into her past. We found she had several traffic violations between 2007 and 2017. Fairfax County Police tell us this is an ongoing investigation and ask anyone with any kind of information to please come forward and contact them. In Vienna, Alina Shirazi, 7 News.
Well, George Washington University.
Yo, man, shout out to everybody gifting memberships tonight. That's beautiful, man. I got to give y'all a round of applause, man. That support, man. That is some support. I mean, for real, man. Y'all showed up to show out. New members Black Light Revelations 2. Thank you for coming to the broadcast, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a new member, a part of the Patriot team, baby. I hope you love everything as well. Godwin, what's going on, man? I appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're talking about. This is a new this has been happening for a while. But see, nobody's not reporting on this because people don't want to report on it because people have to admit that there's a problem in these public schools. These female teachers are predators, bro. They have become predators. For real. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got in the cut, baby. And the last one was Hannah Moore. She was a javelin coach. Imagine that shit. The javelin coach. And I want you to understand, the last out of all those women that they were showing, out of the 6, 4 out of 6, which would be 2 out of 3 were attractive. So this is not these are not ugly women that's doing this. These are women that are nice looking, fit, gorgeous, but they don't want no grown man. They want to prey on children. And we already know the answer why they want to do that. We already know why. Let me see what I can find on this one right here. I don't even know where this is at. We're about to find out. Give me 1 second, y'all. Cue this up. The next wall of shame.
County track and field coach stands accused of having a sexual relationship with a student. Investigators say 26-year-old Hannah Marth was a javelin coach for Northampton area high school. They say the 17-year-old victim was a student and a member of the track and field team. Police say in May of 2021, Marth invited the student to her Lehigh Township home and initiated sexual contact. The victim told police he and Marth were in a relationship for several months. Marth is facing charges that include sexual assault.
Y'all saw that, you heard that. Threw her whole life away over a booty call. They said she was getting it in at 17 at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let me read some of this. Now, she worked at Pennsylvania High School. The boy was 17. She was 26. She would invite him at her home at 2 o'clock in the morning in 2021. He didn't tell nobody about what they were doing till October of 2022. And I know what it probably was. She probably was becoming clingy. Because these women, they get like this. Now, they put on a $75,000 unsecured bond. So that means you got to come with $7,500, whatever. But a lot of these women get clingy to their victim. They do that to their victim, and the victim realize, wait a minute, man. This is abuse. You an adult. I'm a young man. Or I'm a young boy. I ain't even developed yet. I ain't hit 18 yet. This is crazy. Or the young person realized that, said, you know what, I want to cut this off. You know, I'm 18 now. I want to go to college. I don't want to be committed to deal with this person. And that's when they become crazy and start stalking them. You know, start being possessive. That's why they wind up telling them what's going on. Man. 6 stories of this. Now, I know y'all going to ask me, Joel, what do you think is making these women, in America especially, prey on young teenage boys? It's easy. It's the state of America as we see it right now. Feminism and Marxism has came into our society and destroyed the actual traditional liberties of what America is supposed to be. What's going on? What's going on, Amanda? It is. I want y'all to think about it for a minute. I remember a time, bro, when I was growing up, that women enjoyed, revered being a mother and a wife. That was like the biggest accomplishments of all time. Fast forward now, 30-something years ago, women don't want to be mothers and wives. Women want to be mothers unless it's a compensation package. You got Instagram models who get pregnant for these big time celebrities and musicians and entertainers so they can get a check for the rest of their life. The child was a check. They don't love the child. They don't cherish the child. They into the child. In fact, when they start getting the check, they hire somebody to deal with the child because they don't want to deal with the child. Then you also got to look at, it's a fashion statement now to some of these women. If I got a child, it makes me look like I'm a good person, or it makes me get more likes and clicks. So people do not look at children as a blessing anymore. You're right, Elgin. A welfare check. If I get little Joey, a little Chloe for so-and-so who's got a good job or ain't about shit, or usually ain't about shit, a Pookie Ray Ray, I can go down there to the DSS and get more welfare check and all these housing and stuff like that. Exactly, CeeLo, you know it. So that's where we at. So when you got a society like this, kids become a dime a dozen. They're not cherished. They're not respected. That's why you see a lot of these older women that get into these platforms of teaching prey on young men. Now they prey on these women, these girls too. You got some of these alphabet women that do prey on young girls and turn them out, but most of the time they want the boys because they want to destroy their masculinity. They don't want them to feel no alphaness in their life. Or if they do got any alpha inside of them, they want them to displace it. Not for the best or the positivity they need to use it for. That's why we as men have to be more, step our game up when it comes to our sons. We got to quit telling our sons when a grown woman approach him at 16 and 17 and 18 years old, or 14, 13, or 14 and 13, oh yeah, man, that, hey, she like you. She want to give it up to you. Do what you got to do. I'm proud of you, son. No, you can't do that no more. This is not the 50s, not the 60s. This is real life. You got to tell your child, listen, that teacher coming at you crazy, and she's a child, she's an adult, and you a child, you let somebody know. And that's facts. And all these kids that they prey on, a lot of these young boys come from single mother homes, or the father's not involved, or their fathers is one of those arrogant bastards that don't take this serious. They let the mom handle everything. I'm telling you right now, you mess with my underage child, you gonna deal with me. I don't give a damn what gender you think you is. You gonna deal with all of me, because my child is not to be played with. And that's how you're supposed to be. A lot of these parents, they don't do that. It happens. We're going to get through it. Bullshit. You touch mine, you'll find out. As the thing say, fuck around and find out. You'll fuck around and find out. Because I'm not going to have that. You all got one job, is to teach my kid. Your job is not to give him your phone number and get to know him or her on Snapchat. It's not your job to follow each other on Instagram, to get to know each other through messages. It is not your job to be all touchy-feely on my kid. Your job is to go out here, teach my kid, give my kid a hug and encouragement, and send his or her ass back to the house. I'm telling you, some of y'all women are doing this mess. You gonna mess around, and somebody gonna give you those hands that you ain't ready for. Cause there's some parents out here, that the women especially, that don't play about their children. They don't, especially about their sons. And don't mess around and get one of them baby mama terrorists that made their child their son husband. They ain't gonna allow you to do it. They gonna destroy you with every fiber they be in, because you are competition. Yeah, you're right. The real mama bears don't play, but I'm talking about the baby mama terrorists that like to do this type of thing here, and these women that like to do this thing here and messing with a child that's been made by a baby mama terrorist. You ain't want to do that. Those are the worst ones. They are vindictive. They already mad because the father ain't in the picture. You is trying to take their son husband. Shit. Make your life a living hell. Leave them children alone, man. And a lot of these women are in shape, physically fit. You got men that you can deal with. You in these major cities, there's a lot of men that will work you out. You can get on Tinder. Meet at a public place, get his information, maybe even get him checked out by, the police department. I mean, y'all doing too much. But you get your OnlyFans guy and pay for him. Shit. Y'all out here messing with children and thinking that things ain't gonna get real. And look at the humiliation that you create for yourself and your family. See, this is what these bras don't understand that do this. Look how you destroy your family, or you got a husband. Okay? You got a husband, or you got a boyfriend, and y'all build a life together. You say you've been with them 5 years, 10 years, and you do something like this. You gotta face their family, bro. You have to face your family. How can you explain to your significant other or your partner that you cut out on them with an underage boy? Can't pay a bill, can't do anything, can barely make toast in the morning. And let's say he is a fucking chef genius like some of these kids that be on Junior Master Chef. Doesn't matter. He cannot do any adult things. Y'all can't have a drink, an adult beverage. Y'all can't smoke a cigar together legally. I mean, I don't get it. I know what you're going to say, well, Joe, they just want to meet their personal needs. Well, buy one of those rose things. They sell them. Go on eBay and buy you those rose things, women. They got all those. Go on Adam and Eve. They got all that stuff. Buy you one. Take care of your needs. Quit messing with these kids, man. Because you're not helping them. You're destroying them. You're destroying the community. You're destroying the trust. You're destroying the trust that is being put upon you with these families. They trusting you, man. They like, hey, take care of my kid. Teach my kid, please. I mean, you out here acting like a horny little schoolgirl. You trying to size the male kid up. John laughing. John, I'm being real. All the money you spend on a date to get this little boy and alcohol and stuff to like you and mess with you, you can invest that in a damn toy to pleasure yourself. Hell, I know some of these women got good ass credit. Go on, do it. Put the shit on credit. Credit card, start swiping. Quit messing with these kids, man. Exactly. To stop the hysteria. Because this right here is stupid. Hell, if you really want to step up your game, teacher, won't you create you a secret OnlyFans? Have you someone come through, meet you up? You can make money and get taken care of at the same time. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. You got all these options. Why kids? You got some dudes out here that are grown that act just like a kid. So you can have someone that's a legal age that act like one of those kids that you in behind. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense to me. Because this kid can't protect you. He don't have his own place. He can't get nothing in his name for you. Y'all can't go no loan the damn together. I mean, you gonna be trying to talk to him about your day and stuff. At 14 and 15 years old, he gonna tell you not right now, babe. I'm in the middle of playing my fucking game. I'm trying to get to level 300 on Call of Duty. I'm trying to figure out the latest spell of Hogsworth. Babe, stop. I'm busy right now. I'm trying to fucking be the man on Apex. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. But right now, do you see what I'm doing? I'm playing GTA 5. Okay? I'm playing the latest fucking episode of Propaganda. I got time for this shit. Be back later. Okay? All right, babe? Oh, wait a minute. What? You want to talk about bills? I got time for bills right now. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn bills. You serious? I'm trying to play Red Dead Redemption. It just did an update. What the fuck? Time for this shit. Oh, you want me to find out why the faucet's not working? Honey, I don't know. I've never been in this situation before. Call a plumber. Shit. Fuck. YouTube it, babe. Hey, babe, you got paid today? You know I've been wanting that new Madden. You know I've been wanting that new Madden 2024. Just came out. You know I need that shit. It's $99.99. Come on, babe. You work at the school. I know your salary. You get like $4,000 a month. Come on, holler at your boy. Take care of me. Oh shit. Bet I'm going to hell. Oh man. Hey baby, you got a new credit card. Let me get that new dirt bike. You know, the Suzuki, the one I saw at Cycle World. Oh, my favorite. Hey babe, this is my new study partner. This is little Megan. She's in the same class I am. She wants me to go to prom with her too. I mean, I would love for you to go to prom, but you got a chaperone. Oh God. I'm just saying. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they into. That's what they want. That's what they into. That's the type of guy they want. This is what they doing. Well, I'm being serious, CeeLo. Well, I mean, I'm just being real. What can you do with a teenager? That's all I'm saying. As an adult, what you and a teenager got in common? Nothing. Y'all can't talk about no bills. Y'all can't talk about no stocks. Nothing for the future that y'all can build upon. Nothing. That's what I'm trying to get these people in their thick skull. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense to me. It's like these women buying alcohol and weed for them so they can party. You are 40 damn years old. Why are you partying with a teenager? Think about that. What do y'all got in common? Y'all music ain't even the same. The music the kids listen to today, listen. I'm being 100 now because I got to break this down because maybe I might save some teacher's ass from being retarded and doing something like this, to a young child. You listen to kids when in our day, music that we had, rappers like Redman, Wu-Tang Clan, everybody was lyricists, Ludacris, all of that. We had R&B, Tyrese, all of those people singing. You had good country music, all that. Fast forward from 30 years ago, 25 years ago to now. These kids' music is a hell of a lot different. They're not talking about anything with substance. They're talking about get money, doing drugs, getting money, doing drugs, banging girls. You ain't on that no more. You 40 years old. You got a husband at the house that's out of town that you done lied to. You got a grown kid or a semi-grown kid that you done pushed off on somebody else, and you up here drinking and smoking weed with these teenage kids because you want to have an affair with one of them. They can't do nothing for you. You need your behind. You need your ass beat. Excuse my expression. I'm just going to be 100. That's what you need. Need your behind cut. Talking like that. And then how you going? And then if you are a woman, listen to this, and your mama and your daddy still alive, how you gonna introduce them to your mama and your daddy? Huh? What? What you want him to ask your hand in marriage at fucking 15? Yeah, I want to marry you. Well, oh, excuse me, his voice be going out. I wanna marry your daughter. Son, say it with your chest. Oh, let me hear you done. Sorry, my voice is going in and out. I'm still going through puberty. Well, son, I guess you can only do that when you get 18. Oh, my mom's going to sign for us. She thinks that your daughter's swell. But before I get your answer, sir, let me do my homework first. You know, science is real important. Fuck, man. Everybody got wine and want to toast. His ass can't drink. You still got your neighbor there that's a cop, and he looking at you on the side eye like, I know you ain't about to drink in front of me, bro. You ain't nothing but 15 years old. So I don't understand why these women want this shit. Make it make sense to me. You want a man you got to actually control and show everything to. You got to teach him how to drive. And God forbid, he ain't going to know how to dress at first. You want him to dress certain ways when y'all go somewhere nice to dinner and stuff, debonair. This kid going to be coming with all the rocker clothes and skinny jean outfits and shit. You don't know nothing about no suave wear. Better get you somebody grown. Y'all better stop this shit, man. For real, though. Women, I mean, all jokes aside, y'all need to stop it. Really, real talk. Y'all women teachers need to stop it. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what in the world do I got going on in my life that I got to be peeping out a kid? And what you need to do, if it's that serious, resign. Find you something else. Hell, if you listen, if you really want you a man that bad, work at the jail. Work at the prison. Work at the prison. There you go. You work at the prison. You can be a guard. You can find you one. You can hurry up. You quit, and then you can wait till they come out and then do your thing. But you guys got to make sure y'all move out of town or move somewhere in another part of the state, so that way nobody won't know it's your address. There you go. I just gave you the game. Up here talking about, man. Anyway, guys, jump in the comment section, man. Tell me what y'all think about these female predators and these teachers. What y'all think about this topic tonight? What we should start doing, what we need to do to make sure our children are safe. Also, if y'all want me to cover the debate tomorrow, I will. If you don't want me to, I won't. I mean, some people saying no. They're pretty much mad at Fox News. I was going to do some more topics on politics, but at this point, there's so much going on with politics right now. I'm going to take my time and weed it out. I may be streaming from my phone for the rest of the week because, you know, I got my internet bill that's a little high, so I got to cut it down some. It's life, inflation. Nobody ain't fucking giving a damn. So I have to do what I got to do. So with that being said, I may have to do that. Yeah, that's true. So either way it goes, please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Again, y'all watch your children at all costs in these schools. With that being said, my ass is out.